Good morning, my name is John Rowlands and not surprisingly I work for the Environment Agency. We're at Dunball Sluice at the moment and hopefully some of the video footage I've taken here will be legible, understandable for the people joining this virtual meeting. Dunball Sluice is one of our key assets that we have made a commitment to the communities as part of our trigger points work. This was delivered in 2015 in expectation of another 13-14 flood, and what would we do differently? Clearly the trigger points set out that once certain criteria had been met, a significant number of temporary pumps would be deployed at certain key locations, Dunball Sluice being one of those. Our commitment to deliver those trigger points works is still as strong as the day that it was designed and approved at the very highest level within the Environment Agency. I hope you enjoy the video. Please don't hold me accountable. I am certainly no film producer. I hope you enjoy your day and I wish you all a safe and very much a dry winter.
And as you see in front of you, this is the tidal River Parrett with Dunball Sluice there. And this is the confluence of the River Parrett and the Sedgemoor drain itself, which is one of our key assets when it comes to delivering the trigger point plan identified and delivered during the 13-14 flood. So here we are now down on the other side of the structure itself, Dunball Sluice, which is a fairly significant concrete structure. What you're seeing now is the Sedgemoor drain. This is the telemetry gantry, which gives us information on water levels. And in the distance is the A38 main road here. Swinging back round, you can see it's made up of 4 large gates, which effectively control levels on this side of the structure, on the Sedgemoor drain, and therefore preventing water from the River Parrett coming upstream through into Sedgemoor drain. And as you're probably well aware, we have the second highest tidal range in the world on the Bristol Channel and therefore the River Parrett itself. Dunball Sluice was the location for a significant amount of work when it came to deploying temporary pumps here in February 2014. And this area you can see here now was effectively an earth embankment, which then turned into a temporary pumping platform over the course of 10 days. And the large orange Dutch pumps came in and were lined up along this area. Since then, we've clearly made it a more permanent feature, which sits firmly in the trigger point document, where the Environment Agency has clearly made a commitment to the communities that once certain criteria are met around rainfall, rate of rise and roads flooded, then we will introduce temporary pumps at a number of locations, including Dunball itself. Now we already have a compound here which is set up for such an eventuality, and in the far distance you can just about see some of our additional pump pipes themselves. So hopefully you can see those, and then we swing all the way around here again, and then we're back out into the estuary itself, and in the far distance is Bridgwater itself, and the location of hopefully the Bridgwater barrier, which will be delivered in the next 5 or 6 years. So the access down onto the pumping platform itself is specifically built so that we can deliver large volume pumps, which are based at Bradney currently, so they can come onto the site very quickly itself. So the concrete platform is well designed, it's well constructed, it's capable of taking a significant number of pumps, up to 10 or possibly 15 depending on the size of those pumps themselves. The units themselves will be sat here along, and the suction pipes will be put into the water here, and then the discharge will be back out over the railings, and then back into the River Parrett itself. So as I said in my outset, it's a very, very different picture today as it was 6.5 years ago when this place was a hive of activity. We're now in the area where some of our pipes are stored, and I say some, there is a significantly greater number of pipes in other locations across the country. So these are very, very movable. They are deployed anywhere in the country where they're needed. So these are fairly significant pieces of kit, as you can see. Ultra high volume pumps discharging huge amounts of water, anything up to 1.8 tons of water per second from some of our largest pumps that we now have as a national asset base.